Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Police say a Good Samaritan was shot and killed by a man accused of multiple armed carjackings this morning. That suspected shooter then killed by law enforcement. Thanks for being with us here on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Jordan Smith. This all started just after 8:30 a.m. this morning. We'll turn things over to Hunter Bertram now, who joined us in studio, breaking down the series of violence leading up to this.
Yeah, Jordan, have a look at this video where Spokane County Sheriff's Office say the violent morning began at Whistle Stop Coffee Shop in Spokane Valley on Sprague. This security footage shows what police say is an armed man with an AR-15 and a 9mm handgun approaching a black Challenger Hellcat, stealing the vehicle and taking off. The manager of Whistle Stop was there when it happened, saying this.
Especially, on a Sunday morning, it's kind of a slower pace to start out. Not really expecting anything like that to happen.
A police chase began shortly after that. That suspect reaching estimated speeds of 145 miles per hour. Spokane County Sheriff's deputies say they couldn't catch up, instead alerting Kootenai County deputies to the incoming stolen vehicle. Once the man crossed into Idaho, Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris says they were made aware of an attempted armed carjacking in State Line Village at a stop and go. This is where police say the armed suspect intentionally hit a motorcyclist who was hurt in the crash. After that, police say the man attempted 3 separate carjackings. During one attempt, he tried to steal a woman's car. When a Good Samaritan rushed over to help her, the suspect shot and killed that Samaritan.
We have not made positive identification, and we have not notified next of kin. So that's all the information that I have on that. And at that, the suspect then fled on the freeway and back into the state of Washington.
Once the suspect managed to steal another car, he took off back into Washington. Soon after crossing the border, Spokane County Sheriff's Office says the suspect then carjacked another vehicle in East Spokane County. As police caught back up with this man, he fired his assault rifle at officers. The chase ended here at Trent and Pines in Spokane Valley when the suspect crashed into another car in a Washington State Patrol car. Washington State Patrol had been there already, assessing a previous unrelated crash. A shootout then began between law enforcement and the suspect, in which the suspect was killed by gunfire. It's unknown which agency shot and killed him.
Yes, and I will say does not have a significant criminal history in this area, and we are trying to follow up and figure out what the motive may have been, because it is not readily obvious why.
The Spokane Incident Investigative Response Team has taken over the investigation. The identity of the suspect has yet to be released. Much of this information is preliminary, meaning things can change as the investigation continues. We'll keep you updated on KXLY.com and here on 4 News Now. In studio, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
All right, Hunter, still a lot of questions about that tonight. Thank you for that. And tonight, new information from the Spokane Police Department. According to SPD, a warning was issued to protesters who continue to block the streets in downtown Spokane around 8 p.m. Saturday night. Some protesters began to aggress officers, and at 8:44, Spokane police took 11 people into custody for ignoring orders to disperse. SPD says they were in contact with River Park Square leadership, but did not ask the mall or those at the AMC to evacuate. It's still unclear who gave those evacuation orders. Well, overall, this was a wonderful weekend to enjoy the outdoors, and you might want to keep a jacket handy for the next week. Jason Valentine is here to help you plan ahead here, Jason.
Yeah, especially we've been used to this beautiful hot weather, a nice summer preview, just a week, actually less than a week from summer, but we have a bit of cooler temperatures on the way next week. But a beautiful day today, 79 right now in the Spokane area. Hope you got a chance to get out and enjoy yourself, and if so, I hope you got a chance to celebrate Dad. So radar free and clear. We're looking very nice. A little bit more cloud coverage coming in for your Monday, but still we're going to be looking at warm temperatures for the next couple of days. That cool down not coming until we get to our weekend. So area smoke, we've been talking about it for the past couple of days. We still have a light layer of smoke throughout the northwest. Spokane region, just on the periphery of that. Tri-Cities is in it, but the good news there, a lot of the fires that had surrounded the Tri-Cities and the Dalles, for that matter, have been contained. So we still have a bit of smoke, but it still isn't causing really anything on the air quality meter, except for just a little bit of moderate just outside of the Spokane area. That is just above good, so just a little bit of air quality issues going on today. So 10-day moisture looking at, this is not this week, but the week after. We look at a good chance of seeing some shower activity, and that could start this Saturday. Finally, some shower activity. We haven't seen it for about 4 weeks. So your evening planner, if you're heading on out for your Sunday evening, it is going to be beautiful. Overnight lows are going to be in the mid-50s, and a nice Monday is ahead. But stick around. I'm going to have all those changes coming as summer hits. That's coming up in my first alert weather forecast coming up.
Looking forward to it, Jason. Thanks. Websites like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and OfferUp make it pretty easy to buy, sell, and trade items. But when it comes to the exchange, there are a few things you can do to ensure a safer in-person transaction.
Let someone know where you're going to be at, the date and the time.
Consumer Reports has more safety tips, including why you might want to avoid taking cash at these transactions. That's tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest with Robin Nance and Natalie Grant. Turning the focus to Minnesota here today, people are leaving flowers on the steps of the state capitol building in honor of State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband, who were shot and killed in their home Saturday morning. An urgent manhunt continues for the suspect who allegedly shot and killed the Democratic Minnesota lawmaker and her husband. The alleged gunman also a suspect in an early shooting that wounded a Democratic state senator and his wife, who are now recovering. Sources telling ABC News law enforcement is looking into whether he may have been motivated by extreme views on abortion. Here's ABC's Faith Abube with the latest on the search for the suspect.
Investigators say a man posing as a police officer allegedly shot and killed Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband inside their home early Saturday.
She was a true leader and loved her work, but was always so grounded and such a decent person. I think that's probably the best word to describe her.
Police say the same suspect was involved in a separate attack just 90 minutes earlier, allegedly shooting and wounding another lawmaker, Democratic Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette.
This is more than a regional tragedy. It's part of a troubling pattern, a wave of political violence that threatens the very foundation of this republic. And let me be clear, violence has no place in our politics.
Authorities identify the suspect as 57-year-old Vance Bolter. The FBI releasing images they say are of him just hours after the shootings in a cowboy hat. He's also seen wearing a latex mask outside one of the victims' home. Investigators say they've recovered several firearms from Bolter's vehicle, along with No Kings flyers and writings mentioning the names of the victims and some abortion providers, along with other Democratic lawmakers. Governor Tim Walz calling the deadly shooting politically motivated.
Speaker Hortman was someone who served the people of Minnesota with grace, compassion, humor, and a sense of service. She was a formidable public servant, a fixture and a giant in Minnesota.
ABC's Rachel Scott spoke to President Trump on the phone, asking him about the shooting and whether he planned to call Minnesota's governor.
We know that Vice President J.D. Vance did speak to him, and the president said, quote, "It's a terrible thing. I think he's a terrible governor. I think he is a grossly incompetent person." He says, "I may call him. I may call other people too."
Republican Majority Leader John Thune and House Speaker Mike Johnson have both condemned the incident and all acts of political violence. Faith Abube, ABC News, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota.
Certainly a story we're all watching very closely, and still more to come here on 4 News Now. Closer to home here, catch a ride on the Air Force drone for a bird's eye view of the Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes in Silver Valley. That's coming up.
And folks, get ready for a beautiful Monday, but changes are afoot as we move into our next weekend. All that, my first alert weather forecast, that's coming up on 4 News Now.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by TourMosesLake.com. It's the Click It RV Roll Into Summer sales event going on now at your local Click It RV store with huge manufacturer's discounts from Forest River, Starcraft, and more. Get $0 down, nothing, and no payments for 6 months. And get top dollar for your trade. And talk about giveaways. Win a Starcraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. You can beat the coming tariffs, but nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So don't miss the Roll Into Summer sales event at your local Click It RV store. Spokane, Milton, Freewater, Moses Lake, and Union Gap.
Backyard barbecues, family gatherings, now is the best time to visit Jacobs Custom Living. New furniture has arrived and Jacobs really has the largest and most varied inventory ever. Comfortable lounge furniture, elegant outdoor dinner sets, umbrellas, and much more. Hurry in and experience for yourself the high-quality outdoor furniture at Jacobs Custom Living that will make your deck, patio, or cabin a wonderful place for gatherings all summer long. On Sprague, just east of Sullivan.
Are you in need of an update? Panhandle Carpet One is more than just flooring. We've launched our brand new Cabinet Design Center and remodel showroom. From custom cabinetry and stunning flooring options, our experts bring your dream space to life. Hardwood, luxury vinyl, carpet, laminate, tile, window treatments, and cabinets. Panhandle Carpet One Floor and Home. Now your destination for floors, cabinets, and complete home style. Visit us on West Appleway or start designing at panhandlecarpet1coeurdalane.com.
It's a brave face we put on. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Don't want to be any trouble. But you know, sometimes we're not fine. Because getting older isn't all smiles and birthday parties. Sometimes it's facing the fact that we're human and we're aging. And you know what? That can be pretty hard. If you need a little support or just want to talk to someone, 988 is here for you. Anywhere, anytime. Call 988.
At Northern Quest, it's easy to get distracted with over 1,500 slot machines, including 392 different slot titles, all competing for your attention. A sexy Roman god here, a magical owl wizard there. Whatever's going on here. It can be a little overwhelming until you realize our slot machines pay out $167 million in annual jackpots. You're not so distracted now, are you? Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
Welcome back. Tomorrow, aquatic centers all over the region are opening up for the summer. Monday's the first day of the summer season for the centers in the city of Spokane, Spokane County, and Spokane Valley. So you can check out our website later on this week for some open swim hours.
Excellent.
Yeah, really starting to heat up here and then take a little bit of a nosedive.
A little bit of a dive. I prefer it when it's 90 outside. That's when I like to swim.
That's the prime
if the pool
time.
is outside, yeah. 80's just a little too chilly.
Still a little bit, yeah.
It's going to be really chilly on a Saturday. Let's take a look outside at lovely Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're right around that 80-degree mark. This is exactly where we thought we'd be for your Father's Day. Hope you've had a wonderful Father's Day. And we're looking at very nice conditions as we head into the next couple of days, but changes are on the way. So, happy Father's Day. Cooler temperatures are looming. Winds are remaining light unless you're heading into the central part of the state tomorrow or for the kind of beginning part of our week. We're going to see some heavy winds there. Rain likely next week, so prepare for some shower activity on the way. So our high temperature trend kind of staying the same through Thursday. But then we drop off pretty good. 67 expected for your Saturday, as we do expect to see cooler temperatures starting to take grip. And oddly enough, this is going to be our first weekend of summer as summer hits in the early evening on Friday. So changes afoot after 3 weeks of just beautiful hot conditions. We're going to be going back down to some cooler temperatures, and it looks like that's going to stick in the week past what we're looking at already. So the first full week of summer, we expect to be seeing below average temperatures. So that means lower 70s at the best, mid to upper 60s. Could even see a lower 60s in there. So we're just going to keep a close eye on that. So take a look at our radar. Just free and clear. My goodness, beautiful conditions. We do expect a little bit more cloud coverage for your Monday, partly cloudy skies. But other than that, we're looking dry, but we do have that rain on the way. Looks like Saturday will be the best chance for that. Sonar forecast radar as we head into tomorrow morning for your commute. Just plain old sunshine. And again, a hint of clouds possibly coming in late, but still just beautiful conditions. And then by Tuesday, your commute is going to be looking mighty fine as well. So our current temperatures, 80 degrees Coeur d'Alene, 79 for Spokane. Hotspot is Tri-Cities at 86. Just beautiful conditions throughout the Northwest. If you did some traveling this weekend for Father's Day, you saw just perfect conditions throughout. And those nice conditions, besides that wind in the central part of the state, is going to continue into at least the middle part of our work week. So the temperature change from yesterday to today, we expect this about 5 degrees warmer. We're going to be about 3 or so degrees warmer for your Monday, and then we'll start to cool down slowly but surely those cooler temperatures are on the way. So taking a look at our winds, we are looking very light, and we're going to continue to be light for the Spokane vicinity for the next couple of days. But Moses Lake, you're going to see those winds start to pick up tomorrow, so do be prepared for that. So again, a little bit of wind going on in the northwest, but not specifically in the Spokane area. So take a look at our 7-day forecast, 85 for your Monday. Again, a little bit more cloud coverage, maybe as we get into the late afternoon hours. As we move into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, mostly sunny skies, so beautiful for the middle part of your week. First day of summer, my goodness, we're going to be hitting it in the 7 o'clock hour. Looking very nice. Could see a little bit of shower activity starting late into our Saturday, and Saturday is where we're looking at those showers coming on in. So 60% of showers there. Good chance of showers as well on your Sunday. So folks, after 3 weeks of just hot conditions, summer preview conditions, as we hit summer, oddly enough, we're going to be cooling back down. But a beautiful Monday is on the way tomorrow.
We've got a prime forecast to check out this amazing outdoor spot here, Jason, for our Air 4 adventure. Hey, what used to be railroad tracks, now an outdoor lover's paradise. In this week's Air 4 adventure, we're taking you above the Silver Valley on the trail of the Coeur d'Alenes.
Welcome to the Trail of Coeur d'Alenes in North Idaho. It's a low grade and 73 miles of smooth asphalt. There's no right way to start or stop. Some people prefer to start in Mullen, go towards Plummer. Some people prefer to start. You can hop on and ride for as long as you want. There's so many different areas to explore, 18 different trailheads where you can start or stop. The wildlife viewing is amazing. The birding is excellent. We have a lot of people that are just out birding or checking out the flora and fauna along the trail. You're along the river. You just see people with their fishing poles attached to their bicycles going to fish. You go through the small towns and the different things that you can do in the small towns to augment your trip, or stop and get a snack, eat lunch, dinner. The economic impact that the trail has on the Silver Valley and other areas is enormous. There's bicycle shops, there's people who do guides, there's people who offer shuttle services. It does give you a different perspective that you don't see from a car, and you're slowing down, you're looking to see different things and enjoying what's out there.
Oh, it's a beautiful ride, for one thing, and it's a nice, easy ride. Since it's a railroad grade, there's no steep hills, and you're just along the river, so it's pretty, you know, and you just get to relax and just let your mind wander while you ride. Every year I come out here once, and I either ride to Harrison or I ride to Wallace or to Mullen. My favorite part is this section right here, about the first 10 miles up towards the Snake Pit area, because you're away from the freeway and you're just along the river. It's really pretty. You often see wildlife like moose and deer.
Coming up next in sports, the Seattle Mariners close out their series against the Cleveland Guardians. Catch all the action after the break here. Jack Wallace coming back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Looks like we made it. Barry Manilow. The last Spokane concert. Barry Manilow. See him performing all the hits for one night only at Spokane Arena Friday, July 11th. Get tickets now at ticketswest.com.
Playing baseball at Gonzaga University was a dream come true for me. I went from playing an organized sport to life, which is very much unorganized.
I guess we're the adults now, but BECU is always there to help us out.
Things to think about are paying bills, affording a house, planning for college, taking care of dogs.
We have so much to plan for. Having BECU as a partner just gives us total peace of mind.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits, including 24/7 telehealth.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
On it.
along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better. So this is better. And this. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
How young is too young to talk money with your kids? This Money Saving Monday, from piggy banks to debit cards, Derek Dice shows you how to start the conversation and set your kids up for a lifetime of smart spending. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
All knotted at twos. The NBA Finals are revving back up tomorrow in Oklahoma City. Both the Thunder and the Indiana Pacers, they're both trying for that 3-2 lead, which would be a first for either franchise's finals history. Pacers look pretty well on their way to a Game 4 win. They outscored Oklahoma City in every quarter, at least up until the fourth. They held them to their fewest three-pointers made in a game since 2010, plus the fewest assists allowed in a finals game in the shot clock era, but did not matter in the fourth quarter. Thunder roared back on a 13-3 run, 12-1 right at the end to seal the win to tie the series, preventing that disastrous 3-1 finals hole. Indiana now has to go on the road to try to get that critical third win. We had former Gonzaga star Andrew Nembhard speaking with the media today about what it's going to take to go into enemy territory and get that win.
I think it took me until the morning. You know, we were grouped as a team, got together, talked about some things, and you gotta have a quick memory amnesia with these types of things. You know, it's a big game. You know, a lot of emotion goes into it, so. But try to flip the switch the next day for sure. We got to be tight-knit together. We have to weather the storms of the crowd and the momentum, and it's not going to be easy.
Nembhard and his Pacers battle the Thunder starting tomorrow night here on ABC at 5:30 p.m. Seattle Mariners verge of a sweep against the Cleveland Guardians. Top of the first, one out, pop up. Miles Mastrobuoni, look at him fly in, top of your screen with the slide and the snag. Incredible defense. Now bottom of the second, no score. Miles on offense, cleaning up with the bases loaded. Ball is fair, in runs Randy Arozarena. M's take that lead by 1. Now, J.P. Crawford, he's up at bat. And what a clutch moment. A shot sky high, out of here. Grand slam, happy Father's Day to you, JP. 5-0 M's. It's all Seattle later in the fifth. Mitch Garver dropping one right into center. Arozarena bids him thank you. Second run of the day for him. Seattle just running away with another win at home. They get that sweep 3-0 and the game 6-0. Now, we spoke a lot about the great hitting. How about the pitching? Emerson Hancock, just tremendous. 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs allowed. 4 strikeouts to his name. 6-0 largest Seattle shutout since 14-0 back in late April against the Marlins. And the Mariners return to action tomorrow night in a not very too common Monday game. They host the Boston Red Sox in their second series of the year. Seattle won that one 2-1 back at Fenway in April. Spokane Indians, they're really trying to avoid this 6-game sweep tonight. But the Vancouver Canadians, they're looking for 10 straight wins. But it's Jared Thomas for Spokane making this tricky with a hammer to center. That one is gone. 2-out dinger bringing Spokane the lead. But next inning, Vancouver, they're answering right back. Javon Ward, bases loaded. Fly ball is caught. But that run will score off the sac fly. So it's now a tie game. Bottom of the fifth, Canadians are rolling. Cutter Coffee, this time it is fair. Running all the way from first to home. There goes the run for the lead. 2-1 for the Seas. Now in the eighth, Aaron Parker, he says, have a safe trip back, Spokane. This homer into the Vancouver dugout. Yeah, they hold on to win it 3-2. So a pretty painful loss, but man, this series was rough for Spokane, especially entering their international week this week, coming off a pair of weekend wins. Both Jared Thomas and Braylon Wimmer got some solo homers, but not too much on offense outside of that one. And the Indians now have tomorrow off. Then they come back to Spokane Tuesday evening. for some free hats given out away from the Indians, so we love that. Be sure to arrive early. That's game 1 against the Everett Aqua Sox. So I have the blue trout hat. I talked about how much I love that up at 5. Yeah. Might have to get this hat too because the Indians have so many good hats.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, their uniform game pretty strong here for the minor league baseball.
The jerseys are incredible. I got one first thing I did when I got here.
I'm throwing out the first pitch in a couple weeks now, so I might need to go get the hat so I can look the part for the first pitch.
Yes, you must. You have to.
All right, we'll see you in just a few. Jason's going to close us out with weather.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme.
It's the 45th anniversary sale at Walker's Furniture.
This is one of our favorite events where we get to celebrate these great years with you.
And that means friends and family pricing throughout the store, with savings up to 45% off.
Or get no interest financing for up to 5 years. So you can get it today and pay over time.
From our family to yours, we'd like to thank you for 45 wonderful years.
In a world where life moves too fast, one place brings us back to what truly matters. Memories aren't made in traffic jams or office meetings. They're made out here, where the road leads to adventure and every mile is a story waiting to be told. At R&R RV, we don't just sell RVs. We fuel your journey with expert service and a passion for adventure. Because the best moments in life don't fit inside 4.
Struggling with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis? Talk to your doctor about #1 prescribed Entyvio, offering 2 maintenance options, including the Entyvio pen. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Entyvio, relief, remission for real.
Entyvio, Entyvio, Entyvio. Water is an essential part of our everyday lives. It's important that Spokane acts wisely to preserve our precious water resources and not waste money on evaporation and the need for supplemental water infrastructure due to a burdened aquifer. Please avoid watering your lawn between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and limit watering to under 2 hours a day, 3 days a week. If we all do our part, we'll keep our river flowing strong, even in times of drought.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a great Father's Day, a great Sunday, just beautiful conditions. We're going to see a hint of cloud coverage tomorrow for your Monday, but still, we're looking at warm temperatures, mid-80s, and my goodness, we're at the Ides of June. It's going to be getting chillier as we head towards summer. Summer hits Friday.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
Year's flying by, like you said.
Sure is.
All right, hey, enjoy some dinner. We'll see you tonight, 11 o'clock. Close out the weekend together.